Welcome to the 7th Annual Student Recognition Event, commonly known as the Hard Hat Ceremony. I am Justin Kyle, Dean of the School of Engineering, and I'm excited to continue this great tradition. I especially want to thank all of our first-year students for joining us and learning about this wonderful tradition. And a special thank you to all the parents and friends who are able to join us for the first time. Today is a celebration. We celebrate our students and their accomplishments. Students, you work really hard. As I told you at Welcome Weekend, progressing through engineering and computer science programs isn't easy. You really need to put in the effort. And tonight we recognize you for that effort. So let's talk about the awards we'll be giving out tonight. The awards fall into two main categories. First are for progressing through your major. So those will receive initial achievement, advanced achievement, and those graduating this year will receive their graduation sticker. Our special awards are given for what you do outside the classroom. They include leadership, academics, research, competitions, volunteerism, internships, and the Dean's Award. And as a school rooted in mathematics and science, we use the Greek letters to represent these special awards. Tonight, we also have a Special Circumstances Award. I really think we need to recognize what we are living through. You've had to learn how to take classes and even just live your lives under very difficult circumstances. And you've done an excellent job. And our students in the School of Engineering have gone out of their way to protect each other and our entire community. So we thank you for that. I really hope we don't have to do this again next year. So now we move on to where do we put all these stickers that you'll be receiving tonight? The first sticker to put on your helmet is your name. That'll go on the back at the very bottom. After that, we look at your discipline sticker. That'll go on the right-hand side of your helmet, and you'll receive those in your junior year with us. After that, you'll reach your graduation year and earn your graduation year sticker, and that'll go on the left-hand side of your helmet. Next, we look at those special achievement stickers. You'll be getting many of them, so make sure you save space. Put those right above your name as you begin this journey with us. And finally, we have those Special Circumstances Award stickers, which we recommend you put on the left-hand side, high up on the helmet. So our first awardees will be those receiving your initial achievement. These are students in the second year of the program and currently enrolled in a very specific course within their major. These courses are really the gateway into the major and progressing towards professionalism. And tonight you'll be receiving your hard hat. However, actually tonight you won't be receiving anything because unfortunately we're doing this virtually. You won't be able to take your awards home today, but we will be delivering them beginning next week. And for those students who don't come to campus right now and are online only, we'll be emailing you next week with how you can arrange to pick up your awards. So with that being said, to present the students receiving initial progress through their program, I turn it over to Professor Corey Cassatt.
Good afternoon, everybody. In the absence of actual applause, let's make sure we go to the chat box and fill it up as much as possible. That's the best way for us to show our enthusiasm right now. So we'll start with the industrial engineers receiving their hard hat. John Ball, Don Claude, Liliana Gomez, Katie Schwartz. And now the mechanical engineers receiving their hard hat. Shivani Bagania, Andre Dela Cruz, Chris Del Gros, Gary DeVilbis, Anthony DeMauro, Benjamin Donskoy, Marcus Pratarcangeli, John Gasparini, Brandon Held, Devin Manzares, Connor McRedmond, John Otto, Joseph Paul, Timothy Reed, Mark Santangelo, Citlali Santiago, Edwin Scriven, Luis Soto, Napoleon Stardelis, Lucas Summers, Benjamin Todorov, Evan Williams. And now moving on to the software engineers receiving their hard hat. Kyle Chujin, Kevin Couillard, Isaac Crawford, Thomas Gadassi, Sajel Mamoun, Hannah Rajan, Aiden Schmidt, Samantha Spinner, Nicholas Vasquez. Moving on to our civil engineering students receiving their hard hat. Nikolai Bofinger, Jeremy Comboy, William Aidman, Jocelyn Gallo, Christopher Gambardella, Gwyneth Keogh, Aidan Mahoney, Jonathan Remanan, Catherine Rodriguez, Juliana Sabin, Finton Sweeney, Sebastian Bacco, Patrick Van Wickler, now we move on to computer science students receiving their hard hat. John Burns, Adam Chirico, Alexander Silwick, Jacob DeBroff, Jack Duggan, Thomas Eckert, James Gonsalves, Carolyn Kachmar, Jason Mendez, Yadel Nagash, Peter Savio, Alex Santaramo, Loki Simeon, Michael Tambasco, John Thiel, Emily Tamarki, Nicholas Turoni, Caprice Williams, Madison Badalamente, Kevin Conway, Christian Cooper, Christelle Flores, Matthew Hendrickson, Maximilian Petroziello, Edward Reyes, James Salgado, Connor Smith. Congratulations to all of you for your hard work in receiving your hard hat.
So next we'll move on to those advancing in their program. But before I do that, I want to make sure all those comments you're throwing in the chat look wonderful. Make sure you select the all panelists and all attendees so everybody can see those wonderful comments that you're throwing in there. So those students advancing through their achievement. Today you'll be receiving your discipline stickers. These are third year courses that these students are taking. They're really in the heart of their programs and on their way to becoming professionals. So here we go with those students advancing through their program. Once again, I turn it over to Associate Dean Cassatt to present the students.
All right. So we'll do the same order. We'll start with the industrial engineering students advancing in the program. All right, here we go. Steph Apau, Hisham Raza, Peter Skibbin, Rachel Vanswell. All right, industrial engineers. Now we move on to mechanical engineering. Jillian Behrens, Sean Badowski, Henry Carucci, Rob Cross, Samuel DeLeo, Michael Delzio, Harrison Dewhurst, Zachary Fellows, Gina Greco, Edmund Pullman, Ryan Johnson, Hope Kavalich, Zachary Manabak, Caitlin Mines, Luke Mira, Cyrus Movasagi, John Murray IV, Dylan Nguyen, William Nokar, Joseph Peck, Grant Phillip, Zachariah Pollock, Aaron Schuler, Zachary Souza, Emily Strauss, Anthony Tapia, Scott Wilcox, Jeb Gravel, Riley Pop. Congratulations to you, mechanical engineers advancing in the program. Now we move on to software engineering students. Timothy Carta, Victoria Gorski, Ryan Hayes, Christian Mealy, Juliana Shevchenko. Congratulations, software engineering students advancing in the program. Now we move on to civils. Daniela Balsano, Connor Besserell, Eugenio Buccini, Luke De Silva, Chris Flannery, Dominique Minerva, Zachary Mikita, Michael Newman, Stephen Porobia, Kyle Samogi, Colin Stevenson, Nicholas Tukmanian, Ryan Vaughn, Evan Wilkinson, Edward Bayoko, Matthew Flame, Zachary Kirschner. Congratulations, civil engineering students, for advancing in the program. We move on to computer science students. Lauren Atkinson, Amanda Gill, Stephen Ippolito, Dylan Irwin, Hanak Kitsela, Nikolai Orakov, Aaron Peterson, Charles Brasnowski, Brian Sullivan, Jack Zemelinski, Daniel Christie, Christian Kolayesi. Congratulations to all of you advancing in your programs.
So we're going to take a moment and pause from recognizing our outstanding students to going on and recognizing one of our outstanding faculty members. Unfortunately, he will be retiring and leaving us at the end of the year, but we definitely want to thank him for all of his efforts. I now introduce Professor Jonathan Blake to formally introduce Professor Mark Hoffman on his retirement.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming today. This is a bit of a bittersweet day for me. I started at Quinnipiac nearly 21 years ago, and one of the first tasks given to me was to hire colleagues as the newly named Quinnipiac University launched a computer science major. We were so lucky that one of the people our ad caught the eye of was Mark Hoffman. He was just finishing up his PhD in computer science, and as he told me at the time, not even planning to apply for positions until the following year. Since we were so close to his home, he figured he'd give us a try. And I hope 20 years later that he believes this was a good decision, because I know that I do. I've been trying to think about what to say about Mark and his time here at Quinnipiac. Frankly, I believe that he represents the best of us. As professors, we often talk about and are judged by how much of our time we spend working in the three main areas of academia: teaching, scholarship, and service. Mark has not only been successful, but he has truly excelled in all of these areas. Long before engineering was here on campus, Mark was one of the earliest winners of Quinnipiac's Teaching Award. He cares deeply about the success of his students and was an early and regular contributor to the QU curriculum, the precursor to the UC. As someone who has had to schedule classes and assign or sometimes find instructors, I can't tell you how nice it is to know that I never needed to worry about any class that Mark taught, even when he was offering new courses either in CS or in partnership with departments all across the campus. Mark's scholarship has been equally impressive. Long a proponent of pedagogy as a first-class research topic, Mark has presented at a very large number of conferences about how to teach and what classes to offer to make sure that all of our students actually learn the material. This is the real reason we're here. And along the way, he has forged relationships with faculty and administrators all over the world that have truly benefited Quinnipiac. Mark's service efforts are too numerous to mention. He started contributing to the communities he was a member of from the first day he was on campus. He has served on countless committees, happily stepping in when he saw that there was something he could do to help. He even served as the faculty liaison to the Quinnipiac men's hockey team, which is not bad for a goalie. He applied his philosophy of service to everything from outreach to local high school students to volunteering with national and international CS education organizations and everything in between. One of the things that many of you might not know is that Mark's tenure as a CS professor here at Quinnipiac represents his third career. He started his professional life as a high school teacher and did so for many years. He then moved on to corporate life, serving as the chief information officer of his family's engineering firm in Connecticut. That may not be what he called him. They called him, but I called him that. While doing that, he started at night at Brooklyn Polytech working on the PhD that eventually brought him here to us. And I will always remember the day he told me that Quinnipiac had just become his longest lasting job. We've been so lucky to have him here at Quinnipiac, and I'm so happy to have him as a colleague and a friend. It is not hyperbole to say that the CS program would not be where it is today without him. Thank you for everything, Mark. I'm really sad to see you go, but I'm so happy for you and for whatever comes next.
Okay, well, John, thank you for those words. I don't know, it went on longer than necessary, so I'll leave it at that. I just learned that I'm in the class of 2021, so I'm among good company in this case. I don't plan to be very long because, well, I believe in the Irish goodbye, which is leave without saying goodbye. So I'm kind of put in the spot here. But I want to thank Dean Kyle for the opportunity to say a few words as the first retiring member of the School of Engineering. As John pointed out, I applied 20 years ago, and I was inspired by the opportunity to help develop a new computer science program. And I was fortunate to be hired. And I worked with Professor Herskovici and Professor Blake over a number of years to actually do that. I've had the opportunity to spend time on a number of initiatives with high quality colleagues and students across the campus. And in my wildest dreams, I never believed there would be a School of Engineering. So you can imagine my surprise and my excitement to learn that there would be one and that I would be able to contribute. My dad was a mechanical engineer. And as John pointed out, for the years before I worked at Quinnipiac, I worked at the business that my father began in the basement of our house in 1968. So I know my way around a shop floor and I know my way around a machine shop. In the opportunity to contribute to the School of Engineering, I've had an opportunity to work with an extraordinary, and I want to emphasize the word extraordinary, group of faculty. I've been on the hiring committee for every single one. And everyone has been a standout, high quality person, and a number of them have actually won the Excellence in Teaching Award. John Blake among them, although his was much belated. It should have been a lot sooner. But regardless, every one of my colleagues is an extraordinary faculty member dedicated to high quality teaching, and more importantly, to the long-term success of our students. That's all why we're here, and that's all we really want to focus on. We do other things, of course, but that's our mission. We've been guided by thoughtful administrators. Justin Kyle, or Dean Kyle, I should say, is one of them. Next is dedicated staff like Kathy Flintz, who does a phenomenal job as actually keeping the School of Engineering running, by the way. And also our custodians in CCE and Tater Hall, who sort of accommodate our quirks, like, you know, clean water and fresh rags to be able to wipe down chalkboards and the whiteboard in Tater Hall 130. But most importantly, I've been able to work with eager and engaged students like the ones we're recognizing tonight. And I want to particularly recognize my classmates, the class of 2021, who will be graduating together. It's been a wonderful experience. I've been able to contribute to the success of the School of Engineering. And I want to thank you for this time to be able to actually say a couple of words. So let's get on with it. Let's look at, let's celebrate our graduating class, the class of 2021. Thank you.
Professor Hoffman, we're sad to see you go, but we're very happy for you. We will never be able to thank you enough for what you've done for our students, our school, and personally, I have to thank you for what you've done for me over the years. Perhaps Professor Hoffman is not the only one leaving us this year. We also have our graduating seniors who will be leaving us at the end of the year. You've put in a lot of work. You've come a long way. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've had a wonderful time. And now it's time to recognize our graduating seniors. We will do this with our program directors. So I turn it over to Professor Toquez right now to introduce the IE graduating seniors.
Good afternoon, everyone. Graduating industry engineering students, Joe Almeida, Sydney Davidovich, Matt Dillela, Connor Dixon, Vincent Cassillo, Michael Giannoni, Jonathan Hogan, Sam Scarpinella, Berrak Tekal, Elif Tekal, Jenny Vignola, congratulations, industrial engineering graduates. You have come along a long way with great accomplishments.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lynn Byers, the Mechanical Engineering Program Director, and it's my pleasure to introduce the graduating ME seniors. John Augusta, Frank Allegretti, Gabriella Ambery, Paul Baer, Hannah Cabral, Brendan Cavaco, Seth Cornier, Andrew Cowan, Jeffrey Davis, Justin Delgado, Kenneth Espinal, Alexander Gentile, Joel Consalves, Jennifer Hallbach, Kyle Harrison, Matthew Hernandez, Charles Hewitt, Madeline LePage, Ethan Moriarty, Stephen Mormile, Alexander Petrarca, Matthew Ramelli, Corey Sala, Jake Shabline, Alp Tekulp, Carly Toth, Sarah Veglis, and Philip Weingart. Congratulations, everyone.
Hello again, everyone. As the program director, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you the graduating seniors in the software engineering program. Dominic Smora, Julia Wilkinson, Jillian Biasotti, Brian Carballo, Giovanni Greco, James Jacobson, Corey Maiorino, Aden Mariappa, Philip Nam, Vishal Nigam, Joseph Ruiz, Kevin Sangarima, Congratulations to all of you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Professor Greenleaf. I'm the director of the Civil Program, and I have the honor of presenting our graduating seniors this evening. You all worked very hard, and we're all very proud of you. Justin Carter. Michael Cicciarella. Nick Davis. Paige DeMarco. Alfonso De Palma. Mary Kate Fearson. Jonathan Laban. Jonathan Livesey. Owen Medina. Haley Newgarden. Brendan Richardson. Stephen Shute. Paulo Soares. Congratulations, Civils.
Hi, everyone. I'm Christian Duncan, Director of the BS in Computer Science program. It is my pleasure to recognize our outstanding computer science seniors. Adam Curley. Massimo Angelillo. Ryan Clark. Tang Dao. Amanda Etienne. Joseph Germain. Joseph Manarino. Neil Baines. Jamel Battle. Andrew DePass. Ellsworth Everts IV. Sydney Hawk. Howard Bird. Reese Del Grand. Jacob Galliano. Daniel Greenberg. Griffin King. Anaya Leidy. and Michael Murphy.
Finish proud.
Once again, congratulations to all of our graduating students. We start every year by talking about how we're a team in the School of Engineering. And it's great to see so many people join us tonight as part of that team to come and congratulate our students and see how everything's going. It's been a wonderful evening. I really hope next year we can do this all in person. It's great to get to see all of our students and spend some time with you. You're still part of the team. I know it's a little different this year, but we're all going to get through this. Continue your hard work, graduating seniors. You've got 13 weeks left, so keep up, keep focused, make it the rest of the way. Everyone else, good luck for the rest of this semester. We'll see you next year, and wear those hard hats with pride. Very few people get them. Have a great evening. Bye.